Welcome to the Encore Audio Archives YouTube channel. I'm Taper Dave, and this is my channel. I've uploaded hundreds of talks here that I've recorded at meetings in West LA, and I've also recorded conventions starting in 2013. I've got a bunch of those up. And Walt and Mary Murray, the original owners of Encore Audio Archives, started the company in the 80s, and Walt recorded Joe and Charlie's and a bunch of stuff down in Vista, California. My sobriety date is June 20th of 1994. I hope you find something you like, so please like and subscribe to my channel and comment down below. If you want to hear something that I don't have or that you don't see, I'll see that I get it. Anyways, take care and have a great day if you want to.
It's for 1 year for Bob Lepee.
My name is Bob, and I'm an alcoholic. And it's that time of year again. I want to thank my sponsor, Keith, for giving me my cake and for giving me the magic words that made me stick around. And I knew I had a problem, and I had an attitude problem. When I came back, I had a tough time staying around because of my attitude, and my sponsor gave me a few things for me to work on, and he told me, he says, to humble yourself and practice humility, and I did this, and consequently I changed my attitude, and I feel good about it. I feel good, better toward everybody, and the old idea of staying sober, because my life when I came to Alcoholics Anonymous, I didn't know how to live, and you people taught me how, and for that I'm grateful to each and every one of you here tonight. And I'm very grateful to Chuck Barnes, who talked to me when I first came back, and I kind of stuck around with him because I knew what he went through it, and I figured, well, he's the guy to stay with for now, and I did, and I'm grateful to him. I also want to thank the two guys that I have the honor of sharing their life with, Dave and Raul, and the many others I can't think of right now that are responsible for me staying here. And I love you all. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Bob. Our next birthday is for 2 years for Jim M.
My name is Jim, and I'm an alcoholic. I'd like to thank Clint for giving me my cake and for being my sponsor the last 2 years. Clint has always showed me by his example as well as by his directions to me how to get along here and how to change my life terrifically. It's hard for me to believe. I want to thank his sponsor, Betty. His sponsor, Jesus. Three-piece suits aren't the answer. I want to thank his wife, Betty, for always making me feel welcome and for inviting me into her home and treating me like she was glad to have me there. That was important to me. I'd like to thank Clancy for the yard and for all that he's done for me since I've been sober. When I got to AA a little over 2 years ago, I was very ashamed of myself, and I carried a lot of guilt. The end of my drinking, I had abused physically and emotionally the people that were closest to me, the people who, at best, were no match for me, and at worst were totally defenseless. And Clint and this group and everyone in it has showed me by their example and by their willingness to help me, even when I didn't, even when my behavior was rude and rebellious and ungrateful. You have all showed me how to change my actions and to change my life, and I haven't had to act the way that I used to act when I drank, the way that made me feel so terrible when I gave it some consideration. And for that, I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jim. Our next birthday is also for 2 years for Judy R.
My name's Judy Ross. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Judy. I would like to thank Maggie for giving me a year and a half of her life and sponsoring me when I first came here, and for being a friend to me today. I would like to thank Susie for being my sponsor these past 6.5 months, and for giving me my cake tonight and for sharing with me. It's been very important, and I'm beginning to feel grown up. I want to thank Clancy and the other old-timers in this group who have shared from the podium and who by their actions have taught me that I can become the person I want to be. I want to thank my son Jason for coming with me tonight and sharing this time with me. And I want to thank the God that I now understand, who I now understand I don't sit around waiting for him to perform miracles for me, because I know that I am one, because I'm sober, and I'm most grateful. Thank you all.
Happy birthday, Judy. And our next birthday is for 3 years for Pat M.
My name is Pat McDonald, and I'm an alcoholic. A little over 3 years ago, I was bartending in Philadelphia, and I thought I had a pretty good job, and things started to go down quick. And I was told to get into AA, and I did. And at that time, there weren't too many people that appreciated me at anywhere. So anyway, I met a man, and he introduced me to his family, and that man was Barney, and I appreciate that. And I'll tell you, if you're new here, it's really great, and I think it comes from this group. The way I was brought up through AA, it's a warm, loving thing, and it's great to be a part of. I'd like to thank Barney and Keith and Joe and Beverly, all the friends I have here in this group, and it's good to get up here. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Pat. Our next birthday is for 5 years for Matt T.
Hi, everybody. My name's Matt Tierney, and I'm an alcoholic. I want to thank my sponsor, Clancy, for giving me my cake. I want to thank him most especially for his direction and his example, and just taking care of Matt Tierney for the past 3 years. When I really particularly, when I more or less wanted to get out of my old ways, he was there to shape me up instantly, and I'm the type of guy that needs that, because when you break it all down, you know, I really like to run and I really like to quit. It's a little too hard to look at those responsibilities. So I want to thank Clancy for that progressive sobriety that I have today, and the feeling of rightness that he gives me, and allowing me to keep on trying. And I also want to thank Charlotte for the yard, and both Clancy and Charlotte for the yard, particularly in the days when you know, they'd really much rather, you know, not get up and greet 125 people. And the yard gets opened up anyway, and we have a great time. Some of the best days of my sobriety have been in that yard. I want to thank also the people in this group who have sponsored me in the past and have contributed to my sobriety before Clancy and I got together. And also the friends that I have in this group, particularly the people in the class of '73. And those people know who they are. And I also want to thank my wife for her love, and for my mom for coming out here and sharing this day with me. To the newcomers who are here tonight, I don't know any magic answers, because whenever I got in trouble in this program, I was told to get to a meeting, and this is where it's at. And this is a super group. I've been here for 5 years, and I hope you stay here. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Matt. Our next birthday is for 6 years for Vince Y.
Hi, my name is Vince, and I am an alcoholic. Hi, Vince. I'd like to thank Clancy for giving me that cake, and also for being my sponsor these past 4 years, and that's been a task. And I'd like to thank him for his direction, his both when I asked for it, and probably more importantly when I didn't ask for it. And more than that, I'd like to thank him for his kindness and his understanding at the times that I've needed that. I'd like to thank everyone here. I'd like to thank all of you who are my friends here, and that includes all of you. I'm glad that I'm in this group. I feel that I'm becoming a man here, and I've never had those feelings before in my life. And I have them as a direct result of this particular group and the action that goes on around here. And I'm delighted that I'm a part of that. We come here at different levels of illness, I guess, and I was listening to Alice, and she gave her talk tonight describing her marriage that she had when she was drunk. And there was a lot of laughter over that, and I thought that laughter was cruel. You know, I did that 4 years sober, and, you know, in AA. And I think what's more important than that is that I survived that around here. I have learned, probably most importantly in the Pacific group, that, and if you're new, I think it's the most important lesson that we have here, and that's, you can make mistakes here. That this isn't a game where you come and get good. You know, if you're like me, you come and you make a lot of mistakes. But by the splendid example of the people here, you come back and you try and do better. And so I thank you for these past 4 years that I've been with you. And I thank you for being here, and what I'm most grateful for you is the kind of man that I am becoming because of my association with you. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Vince. That's all the birthdays. And if you're celebrating...
Sorry to interrupt your viewing. Taper Dave here. Just wanted to take a second to ask you to like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you like what you're listening. I've got some very good talks here, and this one's a great one. Just curious, do you think this is better than Zoom? Tell me what you think. Okay, this is how I prepare my drone for launching. I like to do it inside the cab of my truck so I'm not standing outside in the weather. To install the joysticks for control, up and down, right and left, powered on. I have an Android phone that I use to connect it to the drone with. And it's actually controlled through the iPhone, through an app. Oops, wrong way. It's actually controlled through the iPhone, or through this Android phone, through the app. It's actually controlled through the Android phone, through an app, and you connect it through this short connection right here.
Remote control connected.
Remote control's connected. So I pull out the drone. I have to extend the legs. Long legs extended first, then the short legs. Remove the gimbal protector. Set that aside, then power it on one short burst, then one long burst. I lay it down. So I have to go to calibrate. So the drone's not connected yet. It shows shows you here as this drone gets disconnected, even though the remote's powered on. So the drone has to establish it's connected. So I go into the app to calibration mode. First I'll calibrate the remote controller. Start calibration. Out, in, oop, out, in, up, down, and then this little wheel is to control the gimbal. So it's calibrated. Go to gimbal calibration, start calibration, and then it calibrates the gimbal. I don't know if that shows up. The gimbal's moving all over the place. Changes, you can see it on the video. And I'm calibrated to take off. It's acquired 7 satellites at the moment. There are 26 satellites up in the sky, which it has to acquire before you can take off. So it's connected. It's got enough satellites. This is white. I can go to press this little arrow button, swipe right to take off, and it would start the motors if I slid this to the right. But I'll wait till I get outside. Don't want to do it inside.